Dude, The Simpsons done everything already. Who cares? Yeah, they've been on the air for like 13 years. Of course they've done everything.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times South Park roasted TV shows.
Well, I'm pretty darn sure the fastest way back to Colorado isn't on horseback.
That may be true, but horses have one quality that is unmatched by any other mode of transportation.
For this list, we're taking a look at the best episodes where South Park ridiculed, criticized, or straight up mocked other TV shows. Which episode was the most striking to you? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. I Shouldn't Be Alive.
Kyle!
4 young boys in Colorado are on a trip from hell.
Ah! I can't take it! Somebody help us!
If you felt that survival shows and docuseries tend to get a little overdramatic or lean too heavily into their intense subject matter, you probably got a kick out of I Should Have Never Gone Ziplining. In this episode, the boys go on a ziplining trip, or as the show puts it, a trip from hell.
Inside Kyle's mouth, the muscles contract to force a smile, even though in his brain, Kyle is thinking, dude, you.
While it seems like the episode is mocking Animal Planet's I Shouldn't Be Alive, it's all in good fun, really. And they even got the show's narrator, Eric Myers, to act as narrator for this episode.
Kenny
McCormick has died of boredom.
Oh my god, they killed Kenny.
Whether you love or can't stand reality shows or overly serious documentary shows, this episode is a must-watch. Number 9. Jersey Shore.
The new neighbors that moved in next to Stan's house. Me and Ike saw the mom get a parking ticket, and she called the parking cop Muff Cabbage. Muff Cabbage.
A new family moved in. Where are they from?
She said they're from New Jersey.
New Jersey?
Now this was more mocking and criticism. It's a Jersey Thing shows Kyle slowly coming to accept his New Jersey roots, going through transitions similar to that of a werewolf. In addition to poking fun at New Jersey folks and celebrities, the show went for some of the Jersey Shore cast, most notably Nicole Polizzi, aka Snooki.
What is it? It's called a Snooki. It's very famous. That thing is famous? Why? I don't know!
Surprisingly, the cast of Jersey Shore actually loved the episode, even going so far as to post and laugh about it on social media.
All right, Mr. Situation, we'll try this again. Why are you people doing this? But I told you, it's just a Jersey thing.
Even Teresa Giudice of The Real Housewives of New Jersey said she was honored to be mocked by them. Number 8. WWE.
You cheated and took my belt from me, and now I can't hardly get work wrestling. You took my girl, and you took my job. He took his job!
After seeing a WWE event, the boys sign up for wrestling at their school only to find out it wasn't anything they had hoped for. Frustrated, they form their own pro wrestling organization. And this is where the show starts making fun of the pro wrestling aspect of WWE. Most of the matches are nothing more than talking trash to each other over ridiculous and petty things. And if there's any fighting to be had, they're just smacking chairs against each other.
What do I do? Juggernaut is my long-lost brother, and yet Congo saved my life in Nam.
It's El Pollo Loco!
Of course, wrestling fans know there's more to the shows than just that. But can you blame South Park for its violent Shakespeare take?
Oh, what a perfect night for fighting. Lo, the moon sets upon the tips of the trees, and I, the man known as the Rad Russian, start to stir with the excitement of violence.
Only a country like yours can breed men of such discontent, Rad Russian.
Number 7. Here Comes Honey Boo Boo.
Her favorite foods are sketty and butter, and she likes drinking Red Bull and Mountain Dew.
I'm only 6 and I've already had 3 heart attacks, girlfriend.
For a time, it seemed like TLC and other networks only wanted to make shows that focused on outrageous people and unhealthy lifestyles, and that's what Raising the Bar centers on. Here, the show criticizes how unsavory shows like Here Comes Honey Boo Boo don't seem to exist because they're interesting or meaningful, it's mostly there because of shock value.
I want that one! I want that one!
This'n not here? You want this'n?
I want that one's hard. It looked at me funny.
However, the end of the episode sees the show call itself out for adding to the trend in their own way. having used shock value itself for years and years. It was an episode full of commentary and insight, earning the show yet another Emmy at the 2013 Primetime Emmy Awards.
She's got a pig heart now. She thinks she's a pachyderm. Show 'em your scar.
Number 6. Shopping channels.
14 karat gold, 86 karat faux sapphire. Faux is a French word. It's got an X in it, but you don't even pronounce the X. How do you like that for prestigious?
Though this one was a bit more general, it's still worth mentioning. Cash for Gold sees Stan try to expose the manipulation behind home shopping networks, specifically the fictional J&G shopping network.
Marcia, thank you so much for your call. You just got yourself a heck of a deal on this one. You there, Marcia?
I'm lost. I'm lost walking on the freeway.
The entire episode explains how shopping networks play a part in the vicious cycle of the Cash for Gold business model, showing how consumers can be cheated out of their money through cheap jewelry that will eventually be recycled into another piece of cheap jewelry. Though it ends up on a rather sweet note, it has certainly made us more suspicious of the few shopping networks still lingering around today.
I'm running a resale business, but I can't get enough of people's unwanted crappy jewelry to keep up, so I'd like to buy some of yours.
Number 5. Nanny 911, Super Nanny, and the Dog Whisperer.
This child's behavior is totally unacceptable. But there's no child too tough for Super Nanny. In just 3 days' time, you're going to see a new Eric Cartman.
Cartman is such an unruly child that it seems impossible for anyone to gain control over him. This season 10 episode sees Leanne hire celebrity nannies to change her son. The show immediately does away with Nanny 911 and Super Nanny as both Stella Reed and Joe Frost fail to get their methods to work on Cartman. And so, Leanne is left with one last reality show star, Caesar Milan from The Dog Whisperer.
You can stop talking behind my back. I'm right here, fruitcake.
See, I'm not looking at the child, I'm not acknowledging the child, I'm just letting the child know I'm not interested in him.
Whereas Reed and Frost have yet to comment on the episode, Milan has publicly stated he's seen it and thought both his caricature and the episode were fantastic.
God damn it, you can't stand here and eat KFC in front of me! Now hand it over! You can't do that to me! God damn it!
Number 4. The Food Network.
Randy, do not watch that no-no channel.
I'm not staying up to do that, Sharon. Jeez.
If you've watched any show on the Food Network, you're probably aware of the sometimes suggestive nature of their programs. South Park certainly noticed, as evidenced by the Cream Fraiche episode. See, Randy seems to get turned on by the sight of pouring sauces over food, and it doesn't help when personalities like Guy Fieri are remarking so much on meat juices.
See how that just falls off the bone? That is money right there.
In addition to the questionably erotic terminology used by Food Network hosts, it also pokes fun at several of the network's stars, including Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver, Bobby Flay, Giada De Laurentiis, and several others. Surprisingly, Ramsay has seen the episode himself and expressed his enjoyment of the show on Twitter.
Cream Fraiche, cafeteria Fraiche, la 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 Fraiche.
Number 3. Game of Thrones.
You can't change his mind, Sir Cow. Sony people don't think with logic. He betrayed us. And now we must out Game of Thrones him by making powerful alliances.
Anyone who has heard of Game of Thrones knows about the show's notoriously slow burn and tendency to kill off characters without a moment's notice. While simultaneously showing their love for the show through plot parallels and references, Trey Parker and Matt Stone adapted their own version of the Red Wedding arc.
You're gonna have to walk slower than that, you've got a while.
We can walk really slow, look. Smartasses.
As expected, characters are dying and betraying each other left and right, but it goes about in ways that make sense outside of the sake of comedy. It also uses the violence and conflict to commentate on the absurd nature of console wars in the video game community. If you haven't seen these episodes, you really should.
I told you kids to stay out of my damn yard!
Gee, man, we're trying to talk here.
Yeah? Well, how come every time you talk to somebody, it's about betraying somebody else?
Number 2. The Simpsons.
They will live only to remember with sorrow how great the sun used to be.
Cool, it'll be just like on The Simpsons.
Huh?
They did that on The Simpsons. I think it was the Mr. Burns character. He tried to block Springfield from the sun.
Butters, excuse me, Professor Chaos is ready to wreak some havoc onto South Park once more. But he seems to be having some trouble this time around. According to his lackey, General Disarray, every plan in the professor's book has been done already by The Simpsons.
The police say that instead of looking for the missing head, they'd rather leave it off and be reminded of The Simpsons every day.
Why didn't you tell me The Simpsons already did that?
You seem so proud, I didn't want to bum you out.
Indeed, The Simpsons has been around longer than any show probably should, even at the time this episode aired. But the way this observation is made is a relevant commentary on how it's almost impossible to be completely original anymore, especially in the world of storytelling.
Uh-oh, Simpsons did it! Simpsons did it!
No! No!
Simpsons did it! Simpsons did it! Don't have a cow, man!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Family Guy.
Peter, I can't believe you invited your old high school sweetheart over for dinner.
You think that's bad? Remember when I auditioned to be David Hasselhoff's car? Hey there, Knight Rider.
After those bad guys, Kit.
Of all the times South Park has mocked, lampooned, and scrutinized, this two-parter was the loudest of them all. Fed up with everyone comparing him to Family Guy, Cartman travels to Fox headquarters to get the show canceled forever, with Kyle trailing behind to foil him. Throughout the episode, South Park criticizes Family Guy's formulaic and seemingly random cutaways, going so far as to say the show is written by manatees.
They really are brilliant creatures. You see, the right side of the tank is filled with idea balls. Each idea ball has a verb, noun, or pop culture reference written on it. There's millions of them. The manatees choose an idea ball and swim it over to the joke combine on the other side of the tank.
Normally, this sort of thing would cause some drama between folks, but to everyone's shock, Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane praised the show and called the episode accurate and funny.
Come on, Muhammad, let's get some tea.
Try my Mr. T.
Oh boy, was that ever weird.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.